You know that feeling when you're working nonstop, always thinking about money, but you're completely drained. Your relationships are slipping. You're checking your accounts over and over, and the moment you slow down, it feels like everything might fall apart. Sound familiar? Now here's the real question. What if building real wealth didn't require burning yourself out to get there? Most people believe financial independence comes from years of pressure, sacrifice, and constant stress. But the people who actually build lasting wealth without wrecking their lives figure out something different. They stop relying on effort and they start relying on systems. My name is Nathan, and I've spent years studying money, not just numbers, but behavior. Do me a quick favor and subscribe to the channel because you may never find it again. Why do some people quietly build wealth in the background while others chase quick wins, burn out, and end up right back where they started? If you're tired of the cycle where things feel good for a moment, then fall apart again, this is where things start to change. Before getting into what actually works, think about this. When you picture someone wealthy, what do you see? Maybe someone working extreme hours, constantly grinding, always pushing for more. Or someone who got lucky. Right place, right time, a business that exploded, an investment that took off. And yeah, those stories exist, but they're not the majority. The people who build real, stable wealth without losing everything else in the process aren't pushing harder than everyone else. They're designing better systems. They've built a setup where money grows quietly in the background while they live their life. That's the shift. It's not about reaching a number as fast as possible. It's about building something that keeps working without constant effort. Here's where most advice goes wrong. It tells you to think small, save more, cut more, restrict more. Treat money like it disappears the second you use it. And while being mindful matters, living in constant limitation doesn't last. Eventually, people break. They overspend. They undo progress. And the cycle repeats. The people who actually build wealth take a different approach. They stop asking, how can I save another dollar? And start asking, how can I create another dollar? That shift changes everything. Instead of constantly feeling limited, you start building something that expands. You move from control to creation. Now here's where things get practical. You can't build anything without direction. That's where a system comes in. People who become wealthy know what they're aiming for. Not vaguely, specifically. What does financial independence look like? Is it retiring early? Is it covering your expenses without relying on a paycheck? Is it simply having enough to remove stress from your life? Once that's clear, everything else becomes easier. Because now you're not guessing, you're building. That leads to something most people misunderstand: budgeting. People hear that word and think restriction, tracking every small purchase, saying no to everything. But that's not what it is. A real budget is just a plan. It's deciding ahead of time where your money goes. And when you do it right, it actually creates freedom. Because instead of wondering if you can afford something, you already know. That uncertainty disappears, and with it, a lot of stress. But here's where most people fail. They rely on effort. They track everything manually. They try to stay disciplined every single day. And eventually they stop, because willpower runs out. It always does. So instead of relying on effort, the focus shifts to something better. Automation. Think about this. What if your financial system worked without you thinking about it? Your paycheck hits your account, and immediately parts of it move where it needs to go. Investments, future planning, before you even see it. Now there's no decision to make, no internal debate, no chance to spend it. The system handles it. That's the difference. Automation turns intention into action, without effort. And here's what most people get wrong about this. They think automation means giving things up, but it's the opposite. When money moves before you see it, you adjust naturally to what's left. You don't feel restricted, because you never counted on that money in the first place. Your lifestyle fits your reality automatically. Let's break this down. Imagine someone earning 75,000 a year. Their income comes in regularly, and automatically a portion moves out. Savings, investments, future accounts. What's left is what they live on. No constant decisions, no stress. After 1 year, they've built something real. After several years, that system compounds. And the key part? They didn't struggle through it. They just let the system run. Now, before any investing happens, there's something more important: protection. Because life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Unexpected costs show up, and without a buffer, progress disappears fast. That's where a safety reserve comes in. Not for growth, for stability. Because when something goes wrong, you don't panic. You don't undo everything. You stay steady. And that stability is what allows everything else to continue. Once that's in place, growth becomes the focus. And this is where most people overcomplicate things. They think success comes from picking the right investment, timing the market, finding the next opportunity. But over time, something simple wins: consistency. Letting money grow, letting time do the work. Because growth builds on growth, and over years, that becomes something significant. Then there's another layer: income that doesn't depend on your time. This is where things start to shift. Because instead of trading hours for money, you're building sources that continue without constant effort. It could be investments, assets, anything that produces value on its own. At first it's small, but over time it builds, and eventually it reduces pressure. Now here's something that protects all of this: diversification. Not putting everything in one place, because when one area drops, everything else doesn't go with it. It smooths the process, it reduces risk, and more importantly, it protects your progress. There's also something that quietly slows people down: debt, especially high interest debt. Because while you're trying to build, it's pulling in the opposite direction. Every dollar lost to interest is a dollar that never grows. So removing it changes everything. It frees up momentum. And once it's gone, progress speeds up. As things grow, another layer appears: taxes. Most people ignore it early, but over time, it matters. Because how your money is structured affects how much you keep. And keeping more means more growth. So when you step back, the process looks simple. Not easy, but simple. Set up systems, automate movement, protect your base, let growth happen over time. Build income sources that don't rely on constant effort. Reduce what slows you down, and structure things so more of your money stays yours. This isn't about working harder. It's about building something that works without you. Because real wealth isn't just a number. It's having control over your time, your decisions, your life. So the real question isn't how fast you can get there. It's whether what you're building can actually last. If this helped you, please share it with a friend. Sow support for the channel, hit the like button, and subscribe if you want more content like this.